Okay guys, so in this video we're going to be covering chapter 5, which is 5.1. We're going to be doing 5.1 and 5.2, right? So guys, in this video I want to teach you guys something, like, which is, let me increase this and get straight to the point. Okay guys, so in this video we're going to be learning with which is what is called this formula, which is S is equals to P into 1 plus R over M to the power of what? M multiplied by N, right? So this formula, it simplifies what? It simplifies us looking for a what? A present value, or you can either look for what? A future value, right? So guys, in this case, the only time you will use the following formulas, which is this one is for the future value, meaning S is the what? The future value, right? Meaning the P is the what? Is the present value, right? What about this M? This M is the what? The compounding period. The compounding period. And M can be 1, which is what? Yearly. And M can be 2, which is what? Which is semi annual. And then M can be 4, which is quarterly. M can be 6, which is what? By monthly. And M can be 12 if it's what? Monthly. And on this one, they'll specify interest is compounded by monthly. When you know this is how many percent, which is our M will be 6. Now M can be 52, which is weeks, and then M can be 365, which is what? Days. Daily, yeah. Right? So in this case, guys, this N is the what? This N is the what? Number of years, right? This N is the what? Is the number of years, and then this R is the what? The percentage. This R is the percentage that you're given, right? Please make sure you know the following, right? And then you will only use this formula, this whole formula, if money is invested once. Like you're just putting a sum of money into an account only once, right guys? This is the only way you do it. If you're just putting money once, you'll use the following formula, right? Now let me not complicate things and be fair to everyone, because most of the people don't know does not know that this formula can be is the same thing. It's just that it is written in different ways. So we have the formula of looking for a future value, which is S is equal to what? P into 1 plus R over M to the power of M times N. This is the future value formula, right? Now P equals to S into 1 plus R over M to the power of negative M times N. Which formula is this? Is the what? The present value. If you are looking for the present value, you use this formula. If you are looking for the future value, you use this formula. Right. Now in this case, guys, let's say I draw a timeline. This timeline is like a series of months or years or whatsoever, right? Now here I invest 500, no 5k. This 5k will accumulate from here to where? Here, maybe let's say for 5 years, from here to here. So this amount, it is 6k now. It's no longer 5k because I invested it. So in this case, this amount is my what? Is my present value, and this amount is my what? My future value. Now you need to ask yourself a question: what caused this amount to increase from 5k to 6k? Is the what? Interest, right? Interest caused this amount to increase from here to here, right? Meaning if they say calculate the total interest, what are you gonna say? You're gonna say future value minus present value, and therefore you get your what? Interest. But under the condition that we are dealing with money invested once, guys. Please, guys. I hope you guys understand this part. So now I'm gonna move to another concept. Ne? So in this concept, we are focusing on converting interest rates. So if this formula which says R effective is equals to 1 plus R over M to the power of M minus 1, meaning you're gonna use this formula to convert, guys. For example, let's be like realistic, ne? So this is for when the interest is what? The interest is yearly, ne? When you're given interest yearly, you substitute here. But when you are given the other ones with different m's of maybe 2, 3 and whatsoever, you input the information here. If the information m is equals to 1, you put the rate here. And then if the information is your m is 2 or whatsoever, what do I mean when I say my m? I mean the compounding period. If the compounding period is yearly, it means it's 1. So if the interest is yearly, you put it here. If the interest is otherwise, meaning compounded quarterly and whatsoever, information has to be on this side. Now I'll show you what I mean in terms of substituting the information when what not to do so, right? I'll show you in just a few minutes because I'll do questions now. So otherwise, this is a way in which we're going to do what? We're going to convert our interest rates, right? Now there's something that we covered in class today. Ne? There's something that we covered in class, guys. If they invest money, let's say this is a timeline, right? Maybe let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So let's say we invest money here, which is 10k, just once, right? Meaning this is our present value, right? Meaning for 7% monthly. Ne? So let's say this 7 years, this 7%, we're going to use it for 3 months. Now the interest will change to maybe let's say 8% for the remaining months. Interest monthly for remaining months, meaning from 1 2 3, from here to here we've been using interest of what? 7%, and then from here to here we've been using an interest of what? Of 8%. Next, such information can happen whereby interest changes, right? Now what are you going to do? Your formula now is going to be something like this. Maybe let's say we're looking for the present value. Your formula now is going to be like this, guys. You're going to say my present value is equals to P into 1 plus R over M to the power of what? M times N multiplied by the remaining interest, which is gonna be 1 plus R over M to the power of what? Mn. Now I'm gonna come here and say S is equals to 10k. By the way, guys, I'm making a scenario, right? Plus 0.07 over compounded monthly. So this is in months, so I'll just write 3 months, right? When you're given information in months, you just put it as it is. If you're given years, you have to multiply, right? Then I multiply by what? 1 plus the other interest, which was what? 0.08 divided by what? 12 to the power of what are the remaining months? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Therefore say 6 here. Therefore this will be your future value, it despite interest changing. This answer, guys. Please go through the things that I'm teaching you right now, ne? Now I know most of the people get confused with this one of converting interest. Most people get confused with this one, so let me go into it. Where's the test book? Okay. Okay. Here it is. Yeah. Here it is. I'm just gonna do simply one example per each, right? So they're saying that, let me do this one. They're saying that in problem 326, find an effective, we're looking for what? An effective rate. What is an effective rate? An interest that is compounded yearly, guys, right? So that is an what? That is an effective rate, right? That is compounded 2,5 quarter. So I'm gonna come here, guys, right? So I'm gonna come here, guys, right, and say the formula which says R effective is equals to 1 plus R over M to the power of M minus 1. Right? Now what am I going to do? I'm going to say, I said this side we only substitute if the information that is given is in years, and this side we only substitute if the information that is given is in the other compounding period. So in this case, we're looking for, they're saying find an effective, meaning we're looking for this, guys, we're looking for effective, right? Given that we have interest that is 2,5 and it's compounded what? 2,5% and it's compounded what? Quarterly. Yes. Now what am I gonna do? I don't have this information, so I'll just write R effective because that's what I'm looking for. Equals to 1 plus 2,5 over 400. Guys, come on. Let me explain what happened here. Someone will have just said 0, what. I don't know that in my head, right? So I just said 2,5 divided by 100 times 4. So it's like me saying 0,06 over 4. It's just that I wrote it like this. I just said 6 over 400. But if you do it the other way around, it will give you a correct answer. Now I put a 4 here, I minus 1. You see, so this side I'm only putting the compounding that is more than 1, right? So the answer that I'm gonna get here is my what? My new interest. And maybe if I get 0,275, after getting something like this, I'm gonna multiply by 100 to make it what? A percentage. Right, guys? So these are the things that you need to do, right? Now in this video I'm also gonna explain this. No, let me just explain the next concept in the other video, which is equations of value. Guys, please use the information that I gave you to start in the textbook. If you have any question, please text me or text in the group. If someone that's online and knows the question, who will respond to you, please, guys. Thank you, guys.